Hey guys, it's Dan again with Eagle Mountain Solar, and today the topic we're going to be discussing are what you should be looking for in a good quality solar panel. As we know, there's a lot of solar panels on the market, and typically you just kind of have to trust what the installer is telling you. I will say that if it's a reputable installer, they should be using a decent solar panel for your project, but it can't hurt to do some of your own research and learn a little bit about what to look for in a solar panel as well, just in case. Today I want to go over certain attributes to look for, as well as some popular manufacturers out there of these sort of panels. Now, the first thing you want to look at is whether it's a monocrystalline or a polycrystalline panel. What this essentially means is that a monocrystalline, mono meaning one, is the whole panel is cut from one solid piece of silicone. This makes it more durable and reliable, and it's just a higher quality panel overall. They're typically more efficient and sleeker looking as well. Polycrystalline, poly meaning many, it's a bunch of little small pieces of the silicone that's then put together to form the panel. Because of this, it can be a little bit cheaper, so be careful when you have that company that's giving you a very cheap quote, because it could be that they're using these sort of panels. Second thing you want to look for is the efficiency. So there are some panels out there that are 18% efficiency, some that are up to 22, 23% efficiency. What efficiency is saying is no matter what the wattage of the panel is, it's saying how much of the sun energy is actually being converted into energy that's going into the home. So at 22% efficiency, you're essentially converting 22% of the energy from the sun to energy that you can use in the home. Trying to make it a simple explanation. Now, some of the top of the line panels out there, such as the SunPower Maxeon panels, Q-Cell as well, the RECs, also have pretty high efficiencies. So those are in those 22, 23% range. You definitely want a monocrystalline high efficiency panel. Another thing you want to look at is degradation. Usually when you have a higher efficiency panel, you also have pretty low degradation, because what happens is a solar panel doesn't last forever, though they do last a really long time. So they typically degrade anywhere from 0.2 to 0.5% per year. So kind of the industry standard is at 25 years to have the panel at 85% of its first year production. So it's degraded 15% over those 25 years. Though there are some panels out there, such as those Maxeons or the RECs, that are at 92% capacity at that 25-year mark. So they're degrading at a slower rate, which pretty much means you're getting more production over those 25 years, and they're just going to last longer overall. Durability is also something to take into account, especially if you're in an area such as Florida, or if you're in Texas where there's hailstorms. You want to have a panel that can withstand these environmental factors. Luckily, there are international standards and certifications that any reputable panel manufacturer has to go through. You can always Google or even request the spec sheet for the panel that's in your proposal. You can look for certifications like the IEC 61215, which is pretty much just a standard for how much wind they could handle, snow load, as well as hail, which is usually rated at about like a golf ball size hail. You can look into the warranties of each panel too. The standard is kind of a 25-year warranty on the solar panels from the manufacturer. Some will have a linear production warranty too, which is showing that they're going to guarantee how much is supposed to degrade over time. Luckily here with our install partner Power, they actually offer a 30-year warranty on really everything on top of the existing manufacturer warranty of the panels, just in case there's anything that's not covered by them. And probably the last thing to look at is aesthetics. Some of the older panels out there, or even some still, have that kind of that bluish tint with the white lines that go across it that people don't like that look as much. Some of the newer solar panels, such as the Q-Cell 410s, which is actually what I have on my home. So that's a black on black panel, so it looks like a dark black matte kind of look. So it's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, which my wife liked as well. So some panel manufacturers I definitely recommend are the SunPower Maxeons. Though SunPower actually went bankrupt, so there's still some companies selling their panels. But as long as they're out there, they're really good panels. Q-Cells are tried and tested. They've been around for a long time, and a lot of solar companies use them as their main panel. I know we do on a lot of our installations. REC is a good manufacturer, as well as Canadian Solar too, if you're looking for something that's a little bit more domestic. Not to say that's an exhaustive list, and I will say I'm not being paid to promote any sort of particular panel or not. Just some of the ones that come to mind. Regardless, like I said at the beginning, there's not a huge difference as long as you're looking at tier 1 panels, high quality panels. Usually there are very minor differences between them, so I wouldn't stress over it too much, though it is useful information to know. Mainly, you want to work with a reputable consultant, a reputable installer, and that way they'll take care of you. It's not something you have to stress over as much. If you'd like us to help you out and help build a proposal out for your home, please inquire at eaglemountainsolar.com and we can build out a proposal for you, talk to you on the phone, virtually, or even in person if you're nearby here in Fort Worth. Hopefully, we can find something that'll work out for your home. Thanks for watching. See you next time.